بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
Assalamu alaikum, boys and girls, and welcome to Let's Read with Eliza. I hope your Ramadan is going well and you're liking the stories on this channel. So if you can like and subscribe and share it with your family and friends. So today's book, as it's Ramadan, is called A Ramadan Fiesta. This book has been written by Mariam Saad and it's been illustrated by Chema Sobi. Shall we start? Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. A Ramadan Fiesta. Last year, my family celebrated a memorable Eid at my grandmother's house. This year, Abuela, Tia Marta, Tio Gabriel, and cousin Jose visited us for a weekend during Ramadan. When they arrived at our house on Friday night, Mama explained that on each day during Ramadan, we do not eat or drink anything until iftar time, which is when the sun sets. This is called fasting. Tomorrow, we will have our first comida at iftar time, said Mama. Sofia wants to fast the whole day for the first time. Would you all like to join us in fasting? Abuela, Tia Marto, Tio Gabriel, and Jose all shouted, yes! The next morning, Jose looked out the window to see how bright the day still was. Have patience, my child, Abuela said as she put her hand on Jose's hombro. Waiting for mealtime is an excellent way to practice self-control. We searched around the house for something to do to pass the time. Sofia, why don't you and Jose help me with the Ramadan decorations? Tio Gabriel suggested. Let's make a lantern-shaped piñata, I said excitedly. First, Tio Gabriel gathered different coloured tissue paper. Then he cut them to make tassels. Next, Jose and I taped the tassels to the piñata. My favourite tassels were the sparkly green ones, which covered the floor in glitter and made the room look festival. Afterward, we hung the piñata with many other colourful linternas that had light bulbs in them. After cleaning up, we needed more pastimes to keep us busy. Jose asked, can you teach me Arabic like last year? I took out my Arabic alphabet chart along with paper and markers so we could practice writing our names. When we finished, we hung the papers on the wall as more decoration. Jose pointed his nose upward and sniffed the air. He asked, do you smell that, Sofia? My mum is making her signature dessert. Tia Marta's pastries were definitely deliciosos. To get his mind and nose away from the smell, I led Jose to the bookcase and we each picked a libro to read. After reading, Baba asked us to share dos facts that we learned from the books we had chosen. So, Jose told us that Arabian horses are faster than any other types of caballos. He also taught us that they have fewer bones in their bodies than most other horses do. I told them that the Spanish word jirafa comes from Arabic. They all repeated after me. Zarafa, jirafa, giraffe. Another Spanish word with Arabic origin that I shared, azúcar, and we chanted again, soca, azúcar, sugar. Sugar? Jose turned to me with a frown on his face and added, you have reminded me of the sweet smell, Sofia. After putting our books away, Jose and I peeked outside to see if the sun was setting. Mira, Sofia, it is getting darker outside, Jose said while smiling. Just then, Baba reminded us to wash our hands, since the hora for sunset was getting closer. As the sunlight faded away, Tia Marta called us to the dinner table to help set up for iftar. She had placed some datiles and a bottle of water for each person. Then she put a traditional Ramadan drink, tamarindo juice, into every glass. It was finally iftar time and we all sat down to break our ayuno. The feast included everything I could imagine. Steaming lentil soup, creamy maize salad, savoury red rice, juicy steak with bell peppers, fluffy tortillas, and sweet potatoes that were fresh out of the oven. After the table was cleared, the family sat around the living room for a game. We each put on a velvety soft sombrero. Mine had white and purple flowers dangling from it. Without looking, we stuck a card to the front of our sombreros. In the game, no one was allowed to see what was on their card, so we had to guess by listening to the clues that everyone else gave us. To help Mama figure out what was on her card, I told her it was a structure that was built long ago in Egypto and Mexico. Is it a pyramid? Mama asked with her ojos open. Her guess was correct. The guessing game was so fun that we almost forgot about the piñata. We stood in a circular and swung it round to each other. When the cuerda finally snapped, the piñata fell to the ground and broke open. Jose and I collected all the gifts that were inside: stamps, stickers, and stencils. I feel good now that I've had iftar and time to rest my stomach before eating dessert, exclaimed Jose. Tia Marta smiled while bringing out her tray of flan, which was absolutely worth the wait. You learned a lot about patience today, didn't you, Jose? Tia asked. Just like that, the weekend came to an end. The next mañana, Abuela, Tia, Tio, and Jose flew back to their home. While taking down some of our decorations to save in my scrapbook, I realised that the best celebrations are the ones that we spend with family. I sat in my habitación and thought about the amazing fiesta we had. Mashallah, what a great book! And of course, and it's always best to spend time with family. And also, did you notice all the different words that I was reading? They were in Spanish. There's a glossary at the back of the book which lists all the different words that you might not have come across before and tells you their meaning. Maybe you can practice them with your family. Also, what do you guys do for iftar time? And how do you prepare? And how is your Ramadan going so far? Please do let me know by emailing me at letsreadwitheliza@gmail.com, and be great if you can send a picture in and I can show it on my next video. What do you think? Anyway, I better go. Have a lovely day, boys and girls. Assalamu alaikum.